Hi all, welcome, I'm Bea. I'm here today with the prompt for my group over at Facebook, Bea's Mixed Media and More. I will put the link down below in the description. And yeah, it's I'm gonna do once a month a friendly mail art postcard, and you are welcome to join and post your videos or your pictures or whatever over at my group. And I will have the prompt on the Facebook page as a PDF file, so you can print it out too if you like. It's a 5-step prompt, and the first is use one of the weekly budget-friendly backgrounds. I do another weekly series on YouTube. I will have the link in the upper right corner. Right? Yes, right. I'm challenged with right and left. People know that, who know me know about that. So anyway, so the first prompt is use one of the weekly budget-friendly backgrounds, and I'm gonna use the alcohol dropping technique this time. The next step's gonna be paint a negative shape, then add some doodling and or stamping, add a word and a quote. I'm gonna use some of the Small Talks by Tim Holtz, and then send the mail art to somebody with a little hello. Means you can send it to anyone. It can be some of your relatives, some of your friends, some of the Facebook groups, whatever you are into. It's just to spread a little bit of friendly thoughts on the world. So let's, no further ado, let's start with our work. I'm gonna make me a little bit of room and then I start. So I did use a watercolor paper, about 90 pounds. I'm gonna cover the back because I don't know about you, but when I work I always have a messy background. So I'm gonna cover up that with another piece of pristine white cardboard, not cardboard, watercolor paper. So when I send it, it looks nice on the back, and there is actually room to write the address and the little hello. So that's what I have planned. Okay, we need first sort of a palette. I'm gonna do here is the yellow. Those are the colors I'm gonna use. And I start with the lightest color. And whenever you use the alcohol technique, you need have your alcohol ready. So I'm gonna pour a little bit. It's 70%, 90% works too. Rubbing alcohol, isopropyl, they all work. And I'm gonna start with the yellow. And you need quite, the paint has to be wet when you do this technique. So I'm gonna add, depending on what kind of colors, I mean if you use fluids you don't have to do that, but this needs to be a little bit more fluid and wet so that it stays enough wet until I'm ready with the alcohol. And I decided to grab an under paper. I'm just not feeling like cleaning today. I never feel like cleaning. Anyway, so let's cover that with some paint. And I'm not going for a total coverage. And just to be on the safe side, I add a little bit of water. I really wanted to give room to do the thingy with the alcohol. And today I'm gonna use the dip technique. And I'm actually gonna zoom in a bit. Here we go. Let's go a little bit up. Maybe I can zoom a little bit more. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna use the heat tool to dry it. Just give the alcohol a little bit of time to do its work, and then the alcohol is probably evaporated, so you can use the heat gun to dry the rest of the paint. I'm gonna stop the camera here and we'll be back when it is dry. So the paint is dry. Now go on to the next color. This time I use a little bit more. And again adding some water. It has to be really liquidy, and even a bit more. Okay. Still trying to leave some white spots. That's just the way I want it now, but you could certainly cover everything up, which I may end up in the end, but oh well. This technique is somewhat unpredictable, so you never know what kind of result you get. I wanted to see more of the yellow peeking through, but oh well, it is what it is. So my next color gonna be this neon magenta or fluorescent, whatever you wanna call it. Each brand has their different names. This time I'm gonna cover everything up, and you really have to work sort of quickly. And I add a little bit water to it, just to be on the safe side. Okay, you know the drill. I'm gonna go dry and clean up my mess. So it is dry. Unfortunately the camera doesn't pick up the reds really nice. The cameras usually have problems with reds. It's really that kind of color on top of the orange, and yeah, that's what my backside already looks like. Just leave me a comment down below. Do you have this problem too, or am I the only one who deals with dirty backsides rather? So I just don't know. They always get messed up, the backsides. So this is an experiment. There is a paint with glitter in it. I have no idea how it's gonna work, but I want to try it out, and hopefully it doesn't interfere with the alcohol. I have no idea. Otherwise I'm gonna restart. You're never gonna see that. Okay, cleaning my brush here and adding a little bit water. There's really those, you probably can't see it, and you're gonna need to see the photo at the end of the video. But there are gold glitter pieces in here, so we'll see what happens. It really has to be thin, so that the alcohol can do its work. I think it's still a little bit too hefty. And I know as soon as I have paint, wet paint and water here, you don't really see a thing. I'm sorry, but there's just the glare, which I can't avoid. So you have to wait until it is dry to see what it looks like. But it doesn't seem to be a problem with the glitter. In fact, the glitter stays where the alcohol is, which is kind of cool. So things are dry now. Again, the video just, oh, it's not completely dry. Okay. Paint a negative shape. What that means, I'm gonna outline, and because we have pretty soon Valentine's Day, I was thinking about hearts. I'm gonna sketch some hearts, and I use white chalk, which removes easily afterwards. And let's see, something like, do I want it this way or this way? So you can use the postcard and either portrait or landscape. And how large is my... If you don't feel like freehand, you can use like a stencil or something like that. I'm also gonna grab some white because I want a really opaque layer. And every time when you put in some Titan white, you're gonna make the paint opaque, the color opaquer. And this time I don't mix in water because I really want a good coverage. And I just paint along my hearts. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of more whitish also. So see what I can salvage here, just to have a little bit of a variation. So we have done point 1 and heart 1 and heart 2. Add doodling and or stamping is the third heart. So I use a Micron archival ink pen. You could use Pitt pen or even a Sharpie marker would work. I'm gonna first of all, is it really dry? Somewhat. Go around the heart shapes. And you know me, I do sketchy lines. I'm going to place my quote. Have an open heart. I find it sometimes hard to lift them without damaging. Oh, that wasn't this one. Oh no. Again, it did come apart. I only have the top layer, not the stickiness, so I need some glue. So what I also have here is a stamp with some script, and I'm not looking for perfect, I need a corner. I just want to add some texture with this stamp. Maybe this side. And I only want it on the background, not on the hearts. Okay. So I did mix the points here. I did add the word a little bit earlier so that I can figure out how much space I need. I think I'm gonna add a second row. Voila, here we are. You can sort of see the glittery stuff, and but it doesn't justice to the right color, so you have to check out the photo at the end of the video. I hope you had some fun. I had for sure. Hope to see you soon, and if you share on whatever social media you are on, that's really very much appreciated. See you next week.